Hello there, guys and gals, and yes, wearing my hat backwards. Why? America, that's why. Anyway, so this time on Right Turn Garage TV, we have yet a slightly different. I was waiting on parts. This was going to be a one-part. Remember me telling you about it? Bandit. That's what I'm getting at. And we're doing master cylinder. And I believe we got the right one this time, Brandon. So it looks like the critter. I mean, you know, it's right there-ish. So this one shouldn't be too bad. I think there's like 2 13 or 14 millimeters you gotta take off, and then of course the lines, and then you just take that fluid and, well, you know, you get it. You don't really have to reuse it. You might if you don't have any laying around. But I'm gonna show you how to bench bleed it, throw it on there, and then hopefully you don't have any brake lights on whenever you hit the brakes. If you do, you have to go through and bleed them a little bit. Not a big deal. I kind of messed myself out of doing an episode on the alternator. It went out. But it was like one of those things. I had like, I don't know, 3 seconds to take the alternator off, and I hurried up and ran down here, took it off, ran back to the house like nothing happened. And then I put it on the next day because they ordered it for me. Thank you, O'Reilly's, not Brandon. I keep saying Brandon to protect this dude's name because, like, I don't know which one it was. You know, I honestly thought he said his name was Brandon, and it just makes sense. Like, come on, Brandon. Anyway, the alternator, if you're doing one on an LS1, go ahead and take off the bracket. You'll see what I mean. You're not going to sneak it, I promise you. I looked at it for about 0.2 seconds, and there's a 15 millimeter bolt holding the bracket on, besides the 2 alternator bolts. You take those off, and it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then, of course, you put the alternator bracket in, and then you don't bolt it down yet, and throw the alternator in there. But I'm like, something shiny's happening right now. I'm getting distracted. So I'm gonna get to this. I lost the lid already. This is so good. So anyway, they give you 2 plugs to put in the side on the ports here. Where is it? Right there. So you put those in there. They can be finger tight. It doesn't have to be, you know, torquing on it. You know what? I probably shouldn't wear this hat. This is my, like, one of my favorite hats that I've done. I don't try to get this one dirty. That's like, you know, one of the rules. So we'll go to the old garage hat. Oh yeah, we love this hat. And then we'll find our brake fluid wherever it went, and I'll show you guys how to do this. Also, I have been like really lucky to my brother's actually filming a local film, and I ran into like the coolest band ever. The band's name is Sohi for Southern Ohio. S-O-H-I. You can find them on YouTube, and those guys freaking rock. Check out the song Bucknut. You heard me, Bucknut. For Ohio, Buckeyes, get it? I'm telling you, they have so many songs. I'll be sharing them on my face place, you know. So if we're friends on there, check them out. If we're not, still check them out and give them a share. I'm working on like, hopefully to where like I can play that in my videos, some of their songs and stuff, and give them a shout out like that. So hopefully I can and get them out even further, because this band, it's just a matter of time. They have some serious talent. Okay, so now that I'm talking, this is how you do this, kids. You fill her up a little bit, or way too much, whatever your preference is. And then we'll clip that to the old hat. Now, don't forget, you got these in here, right? I hope you guys can see that. right here is the center of the piston. If you have it in a vise, make sure you're not going to, you know, screw up. You just push in and out. That's it. Push it in as far as you can get it. And you will either see bubbles or say that wasn't quite tight enough, and you'll hear it squishy. And that's okay. That just means you bleed a little more. But these things usually don't take too long to bleed at all, which is great. So, and you'll feel it just like a brake pedal. It'll get stiffer. You won't see the bubbles. No bubbles, no troubles. And you don't have to crack these bleeders. Good night almighty, that's good. Whew. That's a gooder one. Okay. So that's how you do that, guys. Now, see, like right now, whenever I'm talking, I can have freaking Bucknut, Sock Monkey, something like that playing. You guys could like jam out to it. So hopefully that happens down the road, because I would really love for this band to take off. They deserve it. They've been busting their butts. They write their own music, and they are good. So, of course I can't find wrenches. Let me find some wrenches, daggone it. I'm missing my line wrenches and sockets and everything. We'll get right back to it, all right? All right, so I spared you guys the gory details of me unthreading all of this. There's only 2 bolts that even hold it on. Right there and right there. Now, I'll show you guys where it's been leaking and why you want to replace it. Oh, shoot. Try not to get that on your paint. Did I miss it? Sweet, I did. It's been leaking at the back of here. So, did I clean that up or something? I know it's been leaking at the back of here because, right, darn it. Hold on. My light, you piece of poopy. Anyway, there's rust. Charge that in a minute. Going down the front right here. And there should not be. So that means that this guy has been leaking back here through this back seal down the firewall. This car has 2 options for this brake master cylinder, obviously. It has a plug-in, and the other one did not have a plug-in. So there might be a third, I don't know, but you can reuse that fluid if you want. It is somewhat clean-ish. We're just gonna do the right thing since we have a gallon of it. And go ahead and not use that guy, you know, because, you know, this is not necessarily the budget project. So now that might be something I do with this one, and then you lose your brake fluid. Oh, wait a minute, I don't need to. I already filled the, where did I put it? Is it still in the vise? It is. All right, cool. So now that I've lost this 3 times already, it's probably a good thing. Put your cap on. Put your cap on. There we go. This is really pretty simple. Just remember, plug in this thing right here. This tells your car when you have low fluid. So, but there's 2 15mm nuts back here. That's it. This plugs in like so. And then hopefully, yep. Now I took a combo like this to get the one, and then a wrench to get the other nut. They aren't that horrible to get. I mean, you can get the one with the wrench right here, and the one with a socket right here. And I was just reaching through here. Try not to bend your lines, because it's going to make it a dirty mother putting it back together if you do. Okay? Just little, you know, little pieces of advice. If you take them, take them. If you don't, leave them. You know, whatever. And then I want to wait to torque that down because I want to run these down somewhat even, just so it sets good on there. You know, more gooder. And the it's like a ratchet to tighten. This was the easiest combo I saw to make it all work. So I will say this, get you a good set of line wrenches. A good set of line wrenches will make and break any kind of deal for you. Mine, I actually got over 20 years ago off the Snap-on truck. And if you want my opinion, they are the best that money can buy. I don't know how much they are now, but they wasn't cheap then either. So, but they are absolutely worth it. They're like putting vice grips on this. I mean, they do not slip, they grip. They are amazing. And I don't know if Icon sells them from Harbin East Freight, but I'm telling you, these guys here, you cannot beat these. These are the best they make. And I'm not saying that because they're Snap-on, because they darn sure don't pay me. None of these places pay me that I advertise. I just think if you have something good, you deserve a little shout out. So, like, if you've done your due diligence, man, you got good products, you got your good stuff, I'm going to share the heck out of you if I can. You know. Try to keep your brake fluid spillage to a minimum here, if you can. Sometimes it's harder than not, but. And you don't want to cross thread, okay? That's another reason why you don't bend the heck out of these lines. Because if you didn't bend them, they shouldn't be bent, you know. But look at your thread. See, that one don't look like he's exactly square, if you will. Yeah. And you'll know. Yeah, that's the way she threads in. There we go. If they thread in by finger pretty good, my guess is you got her, because that's pretty much gooder. Then I think these were both 13s. And like I say, these fit super tight. And somebody, could have been me, has had a vice grip or maybe even an open end wrench on these, like a regular non-line wrench. No, that's a set of vice grips on that line. And you can tell. But these things fit so tight. You're going to get lines loose that you didn't think you could as long as you spray them down some WD. Working back and forth with these, I'm telling you, these things are golden, pony boy. So, I'm going to finish tightening these down, and then I'll be right back. We'll check and see if we got a brake light on. We should be good. All right, so we got it all buttoned up, hopefully. And we're gonna see what's what here. Did we get it? Looks like we're going to bleed the brake system. Yep. I kind of expected that, and you should go through your brakes anyway and bleed them. It's definitely not going to hurt anything. It'll take like another 5-10 minutes to bleed them. But go through, bleed your brake system for your safety and the safety of the people that ride with you, okay? Go ahead and fill your master all the way up, and you might as well get the bleeding. Now the pedal feels good, so I know it's close, but go through, pump your brake up, crack it a few times on each one. Usually you start at the furthest one from the master cylinder and work your way forward. Just an FYI. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It's on you. It's on me. It's on somebody. I don't know. But another thing, a lot of people run .5 for 4-wheel disc brakes because of the heat. I don't do any road racing, you know, unless I'm in Mexico. You know. So, I'm just saying, I run, honestly, .3 and everything. They say, and I've read, and all the classes that I took, they said that it can actually boil and, like, go away. Yeah, I have never had that happen, not once. But again, I don't road and rally race. So I'm not saying that it couldn't happen. I'm just saying it hasn't happened to me. Anyway, guys and gals, don't forget, bleed your brake system. Go all the way through it and until that light's off. For your safety and the safety of others, okay? Don't forget, give the band So High a quick look. Give them a subscribe, give them a shout out, man. They're pretty awesome. You'll love them. We're going to get Bandit out of here, and maybe we'll get back on this. I don't really know. We need to get back on this so we can get done. We might do some behind the scenes stuff on that and then fill you guys in, because I got a wiring harness that's like 12 miles long, and I don't need all 12 miles of it. I know that. It's going to be fun. So I may just, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm just going to plug in everything that I have on here. I might snip the rest. I'm just saying. That's a thought. It's a thought. I'll have to have everything on though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Anyway, guys and gals, thanks for watching. I appreciate the heck out of it. All you subscribers, thanks for giving me grief. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, you know, just, you know, just down there somewhere, hit that subscribe button for me. I'd appreciate the heck out of it. Y'all have a great one. We'll see you next time here on Right Turn Garage TV.